Hello, everyone. This is James from Tribal Nation, and today we have another synergistic deck for you today. It's Discard in Pioneer, and it's no more than 4 ticks online, minus the Thoughtseizes, of course, again. So the deck starts off with 2 Vraska's Contempt, which is exile target creature, planeswalker. We also have Languish, where all creatures get -4/-4. And we have Ashiok, and spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause their controller to search their library. And then -1, put the top 4 cards of their into their graveyard and exile them. Underworld Dreams, every time they draw a card, they take 1 point of damage. And you know how much everybody loves to draw cards, especially in this format. Hero's Downfall, destroy target creature planeswalker. It's an instant. Devril, Rogue Shadow Mage. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that has 1 or fewer cards in hand, that deals 2 damage to them. And the -1, target player discards a card. And we got Enchantment, Waste Not. Whenever an opponent discards a creature card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, and whenever it discards a land, add 2 black mana. And whenever opponent discards a non-creature, we get to draw a card. We also have Legion's End, exile creature 2 or less, convert a mana cost, and all of them in their hand. We have Burglar Rat, makes an opponent also discard a card when it comes into play. So that's pretty good also. It's all about trying to control the board. We also have Vicious Rumors, deals 1 opponent 1 damage, makes them discard a card, and then puts their top card into their graveyard. And of course we have three Thoughtseizes, and we have Shrieking Affliction. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player has 1 or few cards in their hand, they lose 3 life. So we're not really going to deal damage with creatures. It's mostly with enchantments and planeswalkers. And then we have Despise. Pick apart their hand a little bit, choose a creature or a planeswalker to make them discard it. We have Duresses in the sideboard for non-creature and non-planeswalkers. And we have Dampening Spear for like Lotus Field, which is really popular right now. And we have 1 more Thoughtseize. We have the Duresses, the Lost Legacies, so that we can pick their hand apart, name a card, any non-artifact, non-land card, make them discard all of them out of their decks and hands. A couple more Vraska's Contempts, and another Legion's End. And I'm going to show you some gameplay now, and it's really interesting. I believe this deck, I've been playing it for a while now, and it's close to 40%, especially after sideboarding. It becomes a lot better. Let's get to the gameplay. Okay, everyone. We got the gameplay going, and I'm still adjusting the screen a little bit at the beginning, so sorry about that. Okay, we got 2 lands, got a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, and a 4-drop. We're definitely keeping. Play our land. Start off with Despise. See what they're playing. Okay. Looks like they're playing Jeskai Ascendancy deck. That's where everybody gets a 1/1 every time they cast a non-creature, and they get to draw a card. I do believe that's what it was. So let's take the creature. play our second land. Let's play Burglar Rat. Let's make them discard a card. Oh, they're going to opt, okay. See if they can draw something they want to throw away. Apparently they didn't want to throw away anything in their hand. Like I said, I've been playing this deck a bunch, and it seems to do very well, especially after you sideboard after game 1. Now, granted, they get to choose the discard, but you can't have everything. Okay. They're going to play a tune with Ether. Search their library. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to adjust the screen. Okay, another 3-drop. So we'll just have to play our 1-drop, Shrieking Affliction. And then next turn, all we need is either a land, or we could really use the land. But what we need is either a 1-drop, a 2-drop, or a land. Any of those. And that covers most of our deck. So I would prefer the land. Alright. No, now he's not. Okay, so now he is tapping out. So he plays Jeskai Ascendancy. Alright, we draw a 1-drop, which is not the greatest, but we can pick apart his hand. Make him take a damage. What we really need is a land. That Jeskai Ascendancy can get out of control very quickly. So he opts, but he has no creatures to put 1/1s on. So that helps us. We need to try to either hope he doesn't draw a creature or keep picking his hand apart so bad. Although we do have creature removal. So if he does get one to stick, and both of them are instants. But we need the land to cast it. Okay. And he passes on to our turn. And we draw Thoughtseize, another 1-drop. Well, at least we can cast it. And pick apart his hand some more. Got 3 cards in hand. No creatures. But we can take Underworld Breach. That way he can't play anything from the graveyard. So that's not bad. Expansion Explosion, he's going to need a whole lot more land to cast that for any amount. Okay. He plays a land. So far, so good. And Commune with the Dinosaurs. No, Commune with the Gods. I'm sorry. Alright. The top 5 cards of your library. I wish we had drew our other Planeswalker that makes them not be able to search their library. So he pulls out a Mana Dork with Hexproof, no less. Well, we draw another 2-drop. We just ain't going to get any land this game, I can see. That might be our downfall. And yes, I'm only running 20 lands in the deck, but when our whole deck can run off 3, maybe 4. All right, we play the rat, make him discard a card. Shriek does damage to him. And he plays Jeskai Ascendancy. Attune with Ether. Alrighty. Back down to 0 cards in hand. Oh, we finally draw a 3rd land. Well, what do you know? Alright, so let's come out with our Planeswalker. And he gives up. Once we got that 3rd land, he knew he was in trouble and it was over. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on to game 2. Alright, so we got a 2-lander, 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Looks good. And we did sideboard in some Dampening Spheres. Alright. Play our 1-drop, Vicious Rumors, make them discard. What we'd really like to see is another land next turn. That way they play something, we'll play Legion's End. But they don't. They play Strategic Planning. Play our land, we didn't draw one. Play Shrieking Affliction. Now we need the other land next turn, really, to hit Underworld Dreams and then our Ashiok, so they can't search their library. Alright, he taps out for Jeskai Ascendancy. No land. Well, that's kind of rough. We've been getting a little bit short on land this last 2 games, but we won the first one, so that's all that matters. Hopefully we hit a land next turn. Okay. Sylvan Awakening. Oh, it turns all his lands into creatures. Two creatures. Alright. Looks like I'm going to be taking 6. Looks like they have haste and indestructible. And reach. No, he opts. So that turns them into 3/3s and untaps them. Because that's what Jeskai Ascendancy does. Every time you cast a non-creature spell, it gives them +1/+1 and untaps them. And draws a card. Alright, now they're 3/3s. And he taps them for mana. So that's going to be, and he plays that. So that's going to make them 4/4s. And that's 12 damage. You know what? Let's just let him have this game. And we'll just start sideboarding more. Okay, back to game 3. There we go. That's a little better. 4 lands, 2 Dampening Spheres, and a Duress. Alright, so we're on the play. So we play our Duress. This is looking a lot better. Because even if he can get rid of one of the Dampening Spheres, the odds are he ain't going to be able to get rid of 2 of them. So let's see what he's got. Jeskai Ascendancy probably be the one to get rid of since that's his main card. That's the name of the deck. Now let's see what he wants to do now. Alright. Yep, he's going to put a growth on there. That's going to make it tap for any color he wants. But with Dampening Sphere coming out, not going to help him a whole lot. Dampening Sphere says anything that taps for 2 or more is only going to tap for 1 colorless. And every spell after the first costs 1 more to cast. So the second one costs 3, the third one costs 4. It gets to where you can't cast but about 1-2 spells a turn. Alright, so now we play our land. Oh, back to back Devriels. Okay, well, we're definitely playing that. Start picking his hand apart. And he's going to take 2 damage. Every time he gets one or less cards. And we can -1 him to make him discard a card, so that's good. And we got 2 of them. Strategic planning. The funny thing is, he's going to draw the card, and we're just going to make him discard him. Let's make him discard a card right now. And deals 1 damage to him. And make him discard another card with Devriel. There we go. Yeah. So far so good. Not looking bad. He struck a Jeskai Ascendancy. That didn't help us. Oh, there's our Waste Not. That's a good draw. Every time he discards a card, creature card, we make him discard. Every time he discards a creature card, we get a 2/2 zombie. Every time he discards a land, we get 2 mana, 2 black mana. And every time he discards a non-land, we get a draw card. He discarded a non-land, so we drew another land. We got to draw a card. And, oh, that's right, I forgot, Dampening Sphere. I got to pay the 1 extra. Well, we don't have the 1 extra. So we'll just undo and play it at the next turn. We can still activate him the turn it comes out. That's what I like about Planeswalkers. They basically have haste. I told you, this is a good deck. It's not bad at all. You just got to be able to control the board. Dig through time. He's going to draw him, but we're going to make him discard him. And he don't have enough mana to play anything he draws. And he knows it now. So we untap. Oh, Thoughtseize. Okay, we got enough to play both. Thoughtseize. Make him discard a card. And we'll take... He's got Opt and Jeskai Ascendancy. We'll take Opt. That way he can't instant play it. And we'll play another land. That gives us more than enough to pay for the Devriel. And we're going to take that too. Because we're going to tick down Devriel and get his last card in his hand. So that dig through time did nothing for him. And that's how you do it. And he discarded that, so we got to draw on a card. And Vicious Rumors. We don't have enough to pay for it though with Dampening Sphere out. But that's okay, he don't have nothing in his hand anyway. And now we just start ticking down his life. Every time he discards, we get something bonus. And then every time he ain't got no cards in his hand, start taking damage. He drew an opt, so he's opting. He gets to draw a card. And if he don't cast it, we're going to make him discard it. Hopefully it's a creature and we can get a zombie out of it. Nope, he scoops it up. Decides he can't take the discard. All right, that's what I'm talking about. And that's how it works. So as you can see, this deck really does a good job at disrupting their hands. A lot of players don't like to play against Thoughtseizes, but if you're going to play black and you're going to play discard, you almost got to have it. Sometimes I will sideboard. I'm only starting with 3, and sometimes I'll sideboard them out, but not really, not often. Depends on the deck I'm playing against. But as you can see, this deck will hold its own against $200, $300, $400 decks in the Pioneer format. It is an outstanding deck. Anyway, please like, subscribe, comment, and if you have any favorite decks that you want to see, let me know. As long as they're very synergistic and as long as they're tribal, whether they're modern, standard, or Pioneer, I will definitely try to get to them. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.